Day 10, next 100 days of love activism is honor your incarnation. The great thing about block letters is that you can absolutely adjust when your spelling is not clear. But let's give this one our excited smiley face, because this is the cornerstone of loving yourself. This is the poetry of self-compassion. This is honoring your incarnation at its very, again, we're opening up new windows because we're in our holiday time. We're burning a few logs of flames so we can rise from the ashes. And, honoring your incarnation is accepting, it's radical acceptance of who you are. And God, it gets me every time, but I participated in one of my wisdom teachers had a collective care call, a mutual aid call. So our affirmation, oh Lord, is every decision. I don't know how to spell decision. That's like why it's so hard. Decision. There we go. Affirmation for today. Gonna give it some flow. Is every decision I make, and again you can use your we, is at the center of my being. This is our third chakra. This is the entire platform of which our unconscious rests. This is where trauma, this is the orange-red separation, where you can truly gutturally, without the words, in your guts, your very guts, choose decisions and make decisions at the center of your well-being, your held being, your heart-aligned practices. This is where the whole game is. This is the unconscious acceptance. Every decision I make, affirming this, every decision I make is at the center of my well-healed, whole well-being. It's aligned with who and what your DNA is to express itself divinely and lovingly in the world. So day 10 is a big one. It's a turning point for our activism. It should feel as though there's some connection, some awakening, some beautiful for your considerations happening in your communities, in your families, at the dinner table. Just thought you'd like to know, I'd love to have more love and connection in this family. And here's what I'd like to address. And then have the commitment to yourself to know this is at the center of my well-being, which will then uplift myself and my community. So I'm giving this the inner light, the inner power. I'm going to give this the heart song of this process. Light is bursting out. Day 10, or in our next 100 days of love activism, is honoring our community's incarnation. This is what it is. This is who we are. This is the radical acceptance, the way we wake up every day and continue to grow. Whew. But with that said, I started a story I did not finish. And I just wanted to say, so a wisdom teacher of mine offered an opportunity for community care to come together and discuss how we could help each other in light of our trauma, in light of our disconnection, in light of whatever capitalism crushing, student, whatever, all of the things that are involved in kind of this chronic health and wellness issue of achievement and constantly and chronically working and not remembering to rest, not remembering to connect, not remembering that a thriving community is based on the care and work of that community. And so we are connected to all that is, and that is the work of it. So this was the basis of quite a bit of the call and the sharing. And a woman called in from Oklahoma, and she was kind of new to the community care process, and was working her butt off, as they say. And we asked this question, like, what would it look like if you honored your incarnation? And she really was stumped for quite a bit, but the community was holding space for her to remember, this is the work. Like, we have to drop past, the community connection allows us to shed, our trauma, to connect. And you really heard it in her voice that she was held by this field of community. And that field of community waited in silence, holding her with love, and allowed her to go through her life in a flash, 30-second sharing, and come to, all of the complaining she could have done, all of the issues she could have addressed, all of the pointing fingers. We heard her processing as a collective group. And at the end of it, because she was held in connection and love, she chose to go directly to the source of the matter. And she said, wow, I am holding my guts, my stomach. I'm putting my hands on myself, and I am making a commitment. I honor myself. I honor myself. I honor myself. And this was 10 years ago. This was a radical acceptance process from a wisdom teacher who ultimately would have been gone, passed away a couple years later. And I will never forget the universal cry from this person who needed support and care and concern and space and time to allow her body and her nervous system to reset itself. And when she spoke, I honor myself, it was from the place of total earthly, heavenly alignment. And so that's what day 10 offers for you. And there's some other reading material, there's spiritual teachers, everyone has their own way into this. I hope you find yours. May this offering today and this process, if you find yourself in it, wherever you are, at whatever pace you're going, be something that allows you to experience the grace and blessing of truly honoring the gifts that you are here to share. And I'm still deeply moved by everyone who's contributed to the next 100 days, and allow it to come through, allow this healing to be a process that really embraces you and your families and your communities, because we have necessary care and work to do in our commitment and mutual aid to move through rising from somewhat of the ashes that are surrounding us in our systems. So love you. Thanks for being a part of this All Systems Love movement. We are linked arms and doing this together. All right, take care.